Third time lucky, guys. I'm trying to record this bloody thing for the third time. So cheers to you guys, okay? Thank all, it's Friday. Thanks to all the people who've been posting up images and video. Like my good friend Johnny Watson from Johnny Watson Gaming about Bring Out Your Lead. And Matthew from the Bedroom Battlefields podcast. I just listened to his show today and the interviews he had on the day, which is awesome. And all the people who've been posting up loads and loads of pictures on our Discord, and I think it's mostly our Discord actually that I've seen them. Been just awesome. So just wonderful to see all those classic games like Advanced Space Crusade, HeroQuest, Advanced HeroQuest, one of 4th edition. Of course, 3rd edition was played there. Many other games, loads of different games, a lot of modern games, a lot of really sort of indie games as well. So it's really cool to see a whole mix of various different people from different parts of the world, mostly from England, but a lot of international visitors too, that are just, descended on Newark on that weekend and just played a whole heap of games. So really enjoyed that. So cheers to you guys. And so this week we bring the Kislev Wing Lancers. Sorry, not the Kislev Wing Lancers. What am I talking about? It's been a long day. Kislev Horse Archers. That sounds better. Yeah, I'm sure Dave would like another unit of Kislev Wing Lancers, I'm sure. So the Horse Archers are done. And I had a couple of other mounted standard bearers I wanted to do as well. But I still got to do the banners, and I still got to paint the actual models, and half of the horses are done and everything like that. So we're getting there, and so that'll be for next week. I'm also wearing my Sustained Fire 2024 shirt at the moment, which I absolutely love. The back is better than the front, but because I'm getting geared up for that as well, and prepping Zane's Blood Angels, the last part of his Blood Angel army. I've got that now sitting on the bench, prepping up for the next project, and that's going to be slid in between the Empire as well. So I'll be running those consecutively, so you'll see that in future Thank Gork It's Friday. Maybe next week I might have a couple of things I can show you that I finished for it, but that will sort of coincide for the next 5 weeks that I'll be painting that. Okay, without further ado, let's go down to the photography bench there and have a look at these Kislev Horse Archer guys. Okay, so here are the Kislev Horse Archers, and they're a little bit more colourful than the studio paint jobs, which I think the Perrys did. And the main reason why is that I just wanted to brighten them up a little bit, put some striped pants on them, striped sleeves. So he's got some nice striped pants on him there, some vibrant colours. And I sort of looked at it like, okay, so they were painted in the way, and there's not many photographs of them actually documenting the actual colour schemes so clearly. So I thought, this is kind of like, okay, if they had to paint them again in that era, how would they do it? Sort of more of a Herohammer style paint job. So I thought, striped pants would be a nice little addition. You could even put like tattoos on them if you wanted to. But doing some simple little white checkered marks on the outer rims of their tunics and that kind of thing. It's just a nice little motif that sets them a little bit more apart. Here's the champion guy. There was actually a musician for this unit too, which is cool. I didn't realize that until I saw his horn strapped around his back, but this is the champion. Really nice looking model. And some more striped pants fellows, but they look nice. And I did enjoy painting these guys. I do have some for myself that I'll actually eventually get to doing. I think I've got about 10 of those myself. And we'll see these in action this coming Sunday when Nick takes control of the Empire versus the forces of chaos in the Beastman army. So let's see how they do. Okay, now this is something I painted for myself. Yes, I actually got to paint something for myself this week and actually got to finish it. For this particular battle report we're filming on Sunday, this is the Mounted Wizard for the Gold College, and really enjoyed painting this one up. I've got another one to paint on foot for David, but this one will be going into my cabinet, which I'm very happy about. There's also some crossbowmen which aren't exactly finished yet, but I thought I'd show you this one to show that I actually made progress in painting something for my own collection. For bloody once, you say. But yeah, beautiful model from Dave Andrews. Really enjoyed painting it, especially all the freehand on the barding. I was looking forward to doing that with all the different college insignia on there, and keeping it kind of based on the original paint job, which I didn't realize there was a studio painted model of the Gold Wizard until I found out the other day there was one. But it's fairly close to that studio paint job anyway. But okay, guys, but that pretty much wraps up the painting in terms of what we've done this week. We'll have a look at something else now that was sent into the mail to me also through the week that I thought maybe you'd be interested in having a look at. Okay, so this is what came in the mail through the week as a surprise. Thank you to Matt and the UK for donating this to the collection, mate. I really appreciate that. So it even came with the disc that actually has a disc in it. So disc sleeve with disc in it. So I need a Windows 95 compatible PC with operating system to operate this game. I don't have one of those, but it's just I'll probably never get to play it, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's just nice to have as a wonderful piece of history of the digital side of Warhammer when they started going into producing video games through Mindscape. And maybe you've tortured yourself playing the Shadow the Horned Rat, or its predecessor, which was the Dark Omen. But in here it came with a very hefty booklet, and I really like old PC, not PC games. I wasn't ever much of a PC gamer, if at all, but I was more into PlayStation. But it always came with like a nice chunky booklet. But this PC game came with all the different rules, but it contained lots of art and backstory and the introduction to the old world, and obviously, installation related stuff and a nice map of the old world. So it really gave people a pretty decent look at what this universe that they're about to jump into was all about. So I think that was a really interesting way of, converting, if you like, PC gamers into potential tabletop miniature players. So, and it's all based on 4th edition, of course. When this edition is when this is released. I'll sort of just skip ahead here. I think a lot of that's to do with the actual gameplay and all that. That gives you a good sense of how in-depth it was. There's Wayne England's Hellblaster volley cannon, or volley gun there. But it has... I'll sort of skip further to the back here. Okay, so it's got it sort of breaks down into different kinds of weapons and the strength bonuses and that kind of thing, which is kind of cool, all the way down to like all the war machines, like the Brockobber's got strength 10, 5 are indirect hits, and all that kind of stuff. So it's got like sort of all that kind of metadata listed out there for you, talking about the psychology and everything. Even because the game operates so quickly and so fast. It's all done in real time. You don't even have time to think about all the stuff. But I think it's really interesting they actually provided all this information for the game as well. And battle magic. Talk about the winds of magic, and then casting spells, and the spell button where you click on it to cast something, and dispelling things. I think the game operated so quickly. I had no time to even think about that. I was trying to find out where my units were going, what was happening in so many different areas of the sort of the scene or the tablescape at the time. I had not even concept to think about all this stuff. The magic item button, so you click on that button to activate his sword, magical sword for the fireball. And Gunther Skep's strategy tips, and talking about the actual spells. And these spells were pretty much a copy from the 4th edition Battle Magic, which is really cool too. So all the terminology, all the the listings of the names of various spells and the colleges just came directly out of 4th edition, which is really nice. We've got Skaven Magic with Skitterleap. Yep, it's a common favourite there. And Pestilent Breath, Warp Lightning, Madness, and War Magic, Fist of Gork. Here we go, to Crunch. Awesome. I don't think I've ever got that far. I think I got to the stage in this game where you go to help the dwarves, I think, and then there's a scene where you get ambushed by a wyvern and some orc and goblins, and I could never get past that point. And the brutal thing about this game was that once your units got decimated and you couldn't recruit, then it became really hard going on, and you had to make that decision whether you're going to quit and start all over again or continue and just face the odds of overcoming whatever you got to face. But yeah, I thought all the stats in here were just lovely. I think that's a really nice little thing there that they added to it. They didn't have to, but I think it was really lovely they did it. Night goblins hate dwarves. Dwarves hate all greenskins regardless of type, i.e. orcs, goblins, and night goblins. The Black Avengers hate Skaven. Trolls are magically resistant, immune to magical attacks. They also have the ability to regenerate wounds, except those caused by fire. Literally grow new flesh as it is hacked off. So I didn't even see Night Goblin fanatics, but they're in here as well. Immune to psychology effects. Wow. Okay. Squeak hoppers. I didn't even see squeak hoppers. I'm missing out a lot of things from this game that I never got to see because I just never got that far. And of course, when I had this game, it was on the PS1. And it was just a nightmare. I've heard of somebody commenting, I think on one of the videos on the channel, that they actually completed it using the PS1 controller. So, I mean, hats off to them. I mean, I don't know how you could do it. Hey, you must be the most patient person on earth to have completed this game on the PS1. But at least with the PC version, it had a mouse, and that gave you a lot more flexibility in moving the camera around, or not the camera. I think the camera was fixed, but moving the scene around to try to control your units at the same time. But it's really nice to see this in the mail, and I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you very much for that, mate. It'll rest on my shelf for forevermore, and in pristine condition. And who knows, maybe one day, if I do find an old PC that runs 95 Windows, I may even just put that in for old time's sake, and to pull whatever hair I have left on my head playing this game and seeing it through obviously to its conclusion. I hope Matt gets to finish this game. I think you can get it on Good Old Games now for a very low price, and get to play it now. And I think Dark Omen's not on there, but I know the Shadow of the Horn Rat is. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this retrospective, guys, from back in yesteryear. And thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have a great weekend of hobby. and I look forward to seeing you again next week with some more updates on Thank Gork It's Friday. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves. See you next week. Bye-bye.